Hey everybody, how's it going? We're here with a timeless reading. Okay, first card that we have out is Six of Wands. I'm also seeing the star on the bottom of the deck. Six of Wands is a card of victory. It's a card of success, of accomplishment. So it can mean that recently something happened where like it really went your way. You can be feeling really happy about this. It can be something, usually Six of Wands, there's like some, okay, setting the stage here. Five of Wands comes before the Six of Wands. Five of Wands is like a card of conflict. It can be competition. It's like something that's being worked out. Six of Wands comes after, so it's sort of like being a victor of that. So there could have been complications, there could have been something you were feeling conflicted about, there could have been like an actual conflict with like another person or another thing, just something that was being worked out. Six of Wands shows you like coming out on top of this situation. So that's where we're starting, with you being in that spot. See how it's like celebration, like things going really well, things being happy. Also though, we have Nine of Wands. And Nine of Wands can be feeling like something is, feeling like there's a block or a challenge. So this may be things that are happening simultaneously. However, I'm also seeing the Six of Swords here. So this can mean that because of you like coming off a win and feeling confident about something, that whatever challenge it was that you were facing or block that you were facing, now you're able to move on from that. So this can be like, I was feeling like this before, like there was a challenge or there was a wall or something that like I couldn't break through. But having Six of Swords shows like, now I'm moving past this. And this can also be like a block that you were facing too, like within yourself, where you were like, I feel like I can't get through this wall, or like I'm not having a breakthrough like internally, or it can be like, yeah, just like going through some sort of internal challenge. But now this shows you being able to come out on the other side of that. And I'm seeing Hermit here. So this can be something that you're reflecting on, something that you're thinking about. Yeah, this can even feel like a karmic test that you're moving through. Getting past something. This would have been very, very challenging to move through. Mentally, it seems like you're feeling more at peace, or if you're not already, that's the direction that you're moving in. And Hermit would have you feeling like quite reflective of this. So you may be going into a little bit of a period of things being quiet or like more settled, or spending time sort of reviewing what you just went through, like that sort of thing. It feels like wanting to, you could even be looking for an answer here, or process something. Okay. Some of you had been experiencing a block, but I'm seeing that you're moving past the block that you were facing. Starting off with Six of Wands, it sets the tone and says that something that you had been trying to like get on top of, you finally do. And it's been worked through in some way. And that you've been successful in doing that. I'm seeing Page of Wands here. So this feels like it's associated with a path that you want to pursue or something that you want to be doing. But that can be something that, okay. Having Hermit feels like you just went through something that you could have been like, I don't know when I'm gonna have this breakthrough, because it is feeling like a breakthrough of something that you were trying to move through, where you felt like there was a wall or a block. I feel like there's a lot of repeating here. Whatever this was, it was feeling like you didn't know if you were going to get through it, or like when that was going to happen. It was like a challenge, and it could have been something too that you felt like was exhausting and even time consuming on some type of like internal level. Now that you feel like what needed to be done is done, and you can finally like move through this, so it's like challenge accepted and also completed. Now you can move forward with things. Where are you going though? That's where Hermit comes in. So this can be you're going somewhere, but Hermit can be like, but I'm not telling anybody where I'm going. Or I'm like thinking about where I'm trying to go or where I want to go. Like Six of Wands or Six of Swords here is like I'm traveling somewhere. I'm in transit. So it's that period where you're moving from one place to another, what you were just doing and you got through, and where are you going to be landing. Having Hermit come through, it's like I'm thinking about my destination, but Hermit can also mean that, but I'm keeping it to myself right now. I'm not talking about it because I'm still sort of reflecting on it. And what Hermit realizes is the path that they want to go down and the Ten of Cups. So it's like I'd feel very, very happy traveling down this path, but Hermit feels like, but I'm not telling anybody about that. I'm keeping this to myself. I'm going to pursue this thing, and I very genuinely feel like it's connected with my Ten of Cups, which is my pursuit of happiness. So this is very aligned on an emotional level for me and on an energetic level for me to be pursuing. But Hermit feels like I'm not ready to discuss this yet. And also too, when I was seeing this come out, I was seeing Seven of Wands be on the bottom of the deck. So that can mean that somebody wants to do whatever this is for them. And it could be challenged in some way. Like there could be alternate or even opposing opinions about that. Or this person knows that if they do this, that not everybody may agree with it or something like that. Or that they're going to have to defend this choice. And so Hermit feels like, well, I just figured out what this is for me and what I want to be doing now. So I just want to keep this to myself for another minute longer. Because it feels like even getting to this point of like realizing this was such a big thing for this person. So to recognize that, it's like I want to enjoy the clarity that I'm feeling right now because it was like a fight to get here. So I don't feel like bringing everybody else in on this yet to then be like so chaotic now. Because Seven of Wands would imply that something about this, it maybe wouldn't be the easiest thing to be pursuing, or that there would be like some problems or something like that that would be associated with it, or needing to exert energy to defend it and be like, this is what I'm doing. You know, that like stand up for it, advocate for oneself. And so Hermit's like, I just figured out where I'm going. Like, I'm not ready to tell everybody and then have to go through this whole thing. So Hermit is like feeling some anxiety about this, it seems, even though Hermit is like, I know where I'm going and what I'm doing and what I'm pursuing. And like mentally, I feel very, very clear. Emotionally, energetically. But I know that like once I let the cat out of the bag, it's going to be like a whole can of worms is what it seems like. So it's this feeling now. So it feels like the stuff on an internal level has been worked out, but now there may be challenges on like an external level or like on a social level or something like that. But this person has discovered like what they feel like is truly going to be connected with like fulfillment and happiness for them. Genuinely. Okay. What I was saying about the Seven of Wands coming up, there's something here. This person, Another reason why they're keeping this to themselves is because they feel protective over this path that they're pursuing and it's genuine for them. So they may be keeping it to themselves for that reason. It's like keeping it to themselves so it's not like taken away from them, or so nothing can happen to it. Like that sort of thing. They can also feel like they're getting ready to like muster up the energy to be like combating anything that would try to conflict with this as well. I'm seeing the star. I'm seeing Aquarius here. I'm also seeing the Hermit is Virgo. So this person is feeling like this is what they want. It's part of their path. Okay. I'm seeing Aquarius and Leo over here, but the way that it's posed, like we have this card, which can be like defending or keeping something out. And then we have Aquarius and Leo. So there can be something significant about that. This person feels like what they're doing, it's worth sort of standing up for. Let's put this over here. And protecting. Because this is genuinely like what they want to do. It's where they want to be. And having 10 of Cups here, this isn't somebody pursuing something in a superficial way. This is somebody being like, I genuinely feel like this is connected with an authentic sense of happiness for me on a deep, deep level. And so there's that like sense of being locked in that way, being sure in that way. So it feels even too like this person getting into a space of having the courage to be authentic. Star and Strength is like having the courage to be oneself and to be real about that. But that could have been the challenge. Like someone could have felt like insecure or unsure, something about that. But it does feel like something important is happening here. Because 6 of Wands is like success associated with the star can be with like being oneself and like believing in oneself and trusting in oneself and trusting in like what one wants, you know, because the star can be connected with like dreams and visions that we have and long-term wish fulfillments and stuff that's connected with our future and authenticity and yeah, like being ourselves. And then having Strength here is about like the courage to actually show up in that way as we really are. And it feels like that was the challenge. Because somebody could have felt like they wanted to hide away and didn't want to be themselves. But now having the star and having Strength here, this is somebody like opening up and being like, this is the way that I'm going to go. Having 7 of Wands feels like I will protect this at all costs because I know that this is for real for me. This is true for me. And I spent so much time reflecting and thinking about this that I know this is the way. So I'm not going to let anything get in the way of that. Like I will defend this at all costs. And it has to do with having the courage to be authentic, to be honest with oneself. So I'm seeing this be like a really, really big deal here. Okay. So that's sort of what someone's authenticity, that's what's being invested in currently. So whatever that would entail, that's basically what's happening right now. That's where somebody's putting their energy. But the way that what exactly it is that they're investing in, there can be like keeping that to themselves. So it's sort of like this, it feels like an underground process even that's happening. And it's leading into a new chapter. So what this feels like is that this thing is being invested in, and it's going to eventually lead to a new chapter that someone is starting. And I'm also seeing too what's associated with like the next cycle. It feels like being able to relax, or being able to, it can be like healing, it can be like self-care. It's anything that feels like it brings energy rather than depletes energy. Like that's what I'm seeing this new cycle be connected with. And it's also connected with like clarity and understanding things as well, and like this person's truth. I'm also seeing that be a big part of it too. So it feels like in this like recentering even that's happening, the truth feels very, very obvious within that. And the Four of Swords can also be like a little bit of, at times it can feel like being isolated a bit, or like pulling away from other things. But more so in a way where like Four of Swords can be pulling away from things that are going to drain your energy, like those specific things. And connecting with the things that you feel like allow you to like build your energy back up. So it can be like things that support you, things that support your life force even, especially on a mental level. And things that also reinforce like this truth or this clarity or this understanding that you have. So it feels like stuff that supports maybe this like important truth of yours or something like that, or this important like realization that you've had. And it's connected with your 10 of Cups, which is like this genuine pursuit of like happiness and connection with your heart. Something too about prioritizing the truth as well. And you may feel too like you've gotten to a point where your priorities feel more clear to you as well. And that may not have been how you were feeling before. It seems like you feel clear, like focused on what you're working on, focused on what you're investing in. So I'm seeing like these two chapters kind of lean into each other. Like we have one chapter that I'm seeing where like there's an investment, and then I'm seeing like the next cycle begin, but it's just like a continuation of the last one. And so there's definitely a sense of, yeah, continuation is, I think, the best word to use here, because it's not like a new chapter where something totally different is happening. It is a new chapter. Like I'm seeing there be a separation between what was here and like what's happening over here, but I'm seeing it's like an exact continuation. It's like the next step, or like the next level of a longer process that's being worked on. And moving like closer and closer maybe to what one is trying to like stabilize and accomplish here, or like achieve even. Stuff about discernment is connected with this as well. I'm seeing like a flash of something. Okay. Is this going to be the same energy, or is this a different one? Let's skip over what I just saw and tackle this, because this feels important. What I'm seeing is there be a Tower and there be the King of Cups, which means that there could have been something that happened that was abrupt and unexpected, and one may have needed to be like not reactive within the situation. Because in moving forward, it could have been something that was very upsetting though. I'm seeing Tower, I'm seeing King of Cups, I'm seeing Nine of Swords. So this could have really thrown somebody for a loop here, especially because they weren't expecting it with the Tower. But having King of Cups is like, do not react to this. So it means the first thing that somebody needs to do is ground their energy, because I'm seeing something that like it brought up a lot of stuff. And I'm seeing the Hierophant. So that's also connected with this as well. Information. If you don't know what this is yet, you are soon going to be finding out. I'm seeing something about wanting to continue with a plan. You could be in a spot right now where you feel like it's more important to lean into your intellectual energy. Because with this Eight of Pentacles, which is like what's being worked on, and having Queen of Swords come out, this can be like needing to use your discernment in association with that, with like what you're currently investing your energy into, what you've been. Because this feels like this chapter, it's been an investment, and it's just getting like, you're putting more and more energy into it. Queen of Swords feels like sizing that up for some reason. Something is going to be successful though. Successful with what you've been working on. But you can be doing healing right now. That's associated with feeling guarded / defensive. Definitely feels like you've been moving through a karmic challenge, but that... Okay, so maybe the Tower was something that happened in the past, because now I'm seeing it's like having the strength to move through this and move forward into like what's being invested in. And Hermit is reflecting on a new chapter. So it can feel like there's a break or something. And it's about figuring out like what one wants to do here, but needing to take time to recharge in order to know clearly what's going to like make somebody happy to be doing. And it feels too like there's something about I want to clarify this. So this means that somebody needs to be in a space where they feel like they're fully present in order to competently and properly assess what's going to make them happy moving forward. So I'm clarifying Seven of Wands. Underneath it, I'm clarifying Seven of Wands. Underneath it is the Eight of Pentacles. I went to clarify this to get more information. It's coming out as the Eight of Pentacles again. So there can be something that's, I don't know, something that's being brought up for you that's associated with what's being worked on. Maybe you feel like a lot's coming at you as you're trying to do this. That can be the feeling too. Because, you know, sevens are associated with chance of like, can it go this way? Can it go that way? Like, sevens are associated with luck and that sort of thing. Just like the Seven of Pentacles over here, the investment, it's like, which way is it gonna go? This Seven of Wands is feeling like there's something that's continuously been being worked on and invested in, but Seven of Wands is feeling like, which way may something go now? So something could feel like it's a little bit like something may feel like it's like on the fence. Can be the feeling. Okay. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.